Hey guys, this is Farah from Majibookshelf, and today I'm here to film my June TBR list. All the books that I plan to read this month of June, and yes, it's a summer month, and today is the first day of my summer. I just finished school like 3 hours ago, and I did my final exam, the last one, which is math. Yeah, but other than that, I am finally free, and I can read, and I can concentrate more on the vlog thingy. But yes, let me start with the first book. I have a couple of more than the usual amount of books that I have every month. And I'm not going to blabber a lot because this is the second time filming this because the first one was actually 12 minutes long and nobody wants to watch 12 minutes of me. Okay, so the first book I plan to read this month is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I actually started this book and I'm halfway through, and wow, I finally understand why people are going crazy over this. And it's actually blurred by Veronica Roth, which is the author of Divergent and Insurgent, if you're wondering, because you should know her. But yes, it is amazing. It is so different than any book that I've read so far because I don't even know how to know whether it's fantasy, but I think it's fantasy, or paranormal or dystopian because it's so different. It's like dystopian and paranormal and fantasy and all that mixed up together. I'm talking too fast, aren't I? I don't want to make it 12 minutes. But yeah, so yes, I can't not wait to read this, finish it actually. The next book I'm going to read is Possession by Elena Johnson, and the second book as well, Surrender by Elena Johnson. I got an arc of this, but I don't have it with me. Same story as Jenna. So, I have an arc of this, and I didn't read the first book yet, so how am I going to do that? Of course I have to read the first book. So I'm going to read Possession, and I heard that it's not bad, it's good, and so I really can't wait to get my hands on it. The fourth book I plan to read is The Summer of No Regrets by Katherine Grace Bond. Yay, it's a summer book. My first summer book will be The Summer of No Regrets. And it was blurred by Deb Caletti, and I also have no idea what the story is, but anything that includes summer, of course it's going to be amazing, right? Next book is going to be Saving Zoe by Alyson Noel. This is going to be my second book of Alyson to read because the first one being Fated, which is the first book in the Soul Seekers series. My review is actually up today. It was actually a paranormal fantasy / magic, stuff like that. So I'm really interested to read a book that is going to be contemporary, way different than the genre that I read before. But yeah, so I just love the cover, and I really can't wait to get my hands on this as well. The next book I'm going to read is One Moment by Kristina McBride. This is blurred by Kat Patrick, who is the author of Revived and Forgotten. And I don't know much about this book, but I know it's a contemporary, and I need myself a good contemporary. The next book is Perfect Escape by Jennifer Brown. I am so excited I got this book as an arc because since Katie from Katie's Book Blog got it as an arc and she said what it was talking about, I was like, wow, it didn't go out of my head, and I was so interested about the story because these two are siblings, and the brother, he's suffering from OCD, and apparently all the house is suffering with him as well because of the different lifestyle. I'm not sure, but anyway, so his sister decides to take him with her on a trip to like kind of escape from his OCD or something, but I don't know. But I think it's going to be a really friendly, sisterly brotherly book, which is going to be really sweet because I haven't read those in a while. The next book, I'm covering my face, is Lies Beneath by Greenwood Brown. This is going to be my first mermaid book. Yay! I'm sorry, I have no idea what this talks about either, but I know it's about mermaids, and it got good reviews so far, so I'm excited to read this one as well. The next book, which I'm so excited to read, is the third book in the Torn trilogy, is Bound by Erica O'Rourke. I got an arc of this as well, and I am so excited to read this and finish the trilogy. Actually, no, I'm not excited to finish the trilogy, but yes, I'm excited to know the ending, you know? But I love this series. I have my reviews of Torn and the second book, sorry, I forgot the name, on the blog, but you should totally check the series out. I love them. The next book, which is the last ebook I'm going to read this month, and yes, I'm going to get into some physical books, because it's summer and I have all the freedom of the world, yeah, is Zoe Letting Go by Nora Price. This book actually caught my mind because it talks about an talks about an anorexic girl. Yeah, after reading Winter Girls by Laura House Anderson, my reviews was on the blog like yesterday, I think, about which was also about anorexic an anorexic how can you say that? It was talking about an anorexic girl. And after I read that book, I was like, wow, this is amazing, you know? Because the thing with realistic fiction is that when you read it, you go like, I feel like, wow, this is actually happening to some people out there in the world. And I actually feel sad and hurt with them as well. You know, different than reading paranormal or dystopian. Whatever sad happens there, it's not really believable because no one's suffering from, I don't know, a post-apocalyptic thing right now, or a disaster, or worldwide zombies attacking the world. But like I'm saying, people do suffer from anorexia and other stuff like OCD and all that. So that's why I have a big interest actually in realistic fiction, because they get to my heart, you know. But yes, I'm excited to read this one. And that is it for my ebooks right now. If you watched my sister Johanna's June TBR, you would have heard about the readathon that me and her are having together for this summer. And it's a total of 5 books that we have to read in 3 days. And yes, let me start with my shortest books. Yeah, I took short books. Just 2, come on. It's the first book, A Social Suicide by Gemma Halliday, which is the second book in the Deadly Cool series. This is a murder mystery as well, and I don't think you actually have to read Deadly Cool to read this one because it's a total different murder mystery, but still the romance and the friendship and all that, and the characters, you have to know them from the first book to read this one. But it's actually a really short book, 270 pages, and I'm really excited to read another murder mystery because I love murder mysteries. The next book I'm going to read is Switched by Amanda Hocking. This is the first in the trial series. I don't know how to say that. St. Martin's Press, gave me Torn, which is the second book, and I'm like, how am I going to read the second book? You know, you need the first one. So I went ahead and I bought this one. It was really cheap in the book depository, and I've heard such good ratings and good things about this series as well, so I'm really excited to getting started. And this is also like 300 pages, I think, or something like that. The next book I plan to read, and I've been dying to read for ages, is Harbinger by Sara and Etienne. And yeah, that's it. I've been dying to read this. And if you haven't watched the trailer, I think it's one of the most amazing book trailers I've ever seen in my life. It's like I'm watching a movie trailer. It was so amazing, but you guys have to watch the Harbinger trailer. It is wow. It's what made me go ahead and buy the book, actually. The next book I plan to read is Divergent by Veronica Roth. It's the first book in the Divergent trilogy. And yes, I haven't read this series, and yes, you can call me stupid or whatever you want to do, but I don't have the time, and if I was so wow about this book, I would go ahead and read the Insurgent right there. You can see the green one. And as you can see, the space over there is for Divergent, because you know they have to stay together. But yeah. So I might get started after reading this. I might go and read Insurgent, but not for the readathon. But yes, it might be a book for this month. But other than that, I'm so excited to read this book because everyone's spazzing about it. And yeah. And the last book for the readathon is going to be Hemlock by Katherine Peacock. The only reason I picked up this book is because my sister has been going crazy over it. And it's about wolves, as you can see over here. Wolves got eyes. But yes, I like stories about wolves and shows about wolves. And Teen Wolf is starting today, June 3, yes. But I'm so excited for this one because my sister likes it. Anything my sister likes has got to be amazing. And that's it for my readathon. I have another book I want to read just for the month of June, which is Glow by Amy Kathleen Ryan. Yeah. Because I got Spark, which is the second book in the Sky Chasers trilogy. I got it as an ARC, and of course, like I said, can't read the second book without the first one. So this has actually been on my shelf for a while, and now I finally have a reason to go ahead and pick it up, you know? But I love this cover, because you can see the girl over here and the guy. And I like it way more than the US cover. But yes, this is the last book I'm going to read for the month of June. Other than that, I'm done. I wish I could read more because I didn't want to put a lot of books on my list right now because I might not finish a book or something. I might not actually finish all of these books, and I didn't want to put a unrealistic goal. But other than that, I am done, and hopefully I can finish all the books that I decided to read. And other than that, I'm blabbering. Bye, and link me below to your joint TBRs because I want to know what you guys are reading, and tell me if you have any favorites from the books I showed you, and if you have any least favorites. Actually, if you have any least favorites, don't tell me because then I'd be lazy to go ahead and start it. But yes, other than that, have a nice reading month and have a nice, amazing summer.